today I'm going to be showing you guys how I cut my bath bombs from Lush. This is the dragon's egg bath bomb, and it's really, really strong. So I put it in like 2 bags. I could still smell it. This is the second inner bag. And then I obviously have it in the Lush bag. And I label all of my Lush bags while I'm in the store. So it says there, dragon's egg. And this is really, really strong, so I knew that I wouldn't need to mix it with anything else. Usually when scents aren't very strong, I'll try to mix them with something that smells similar, like I was doing the Comfort with the 6 Balm Bath Bomb. And this is our broken knife that I use for cutting my soaps. So what I do first is I cut it in half. And all those little dust thingies will be added to my bath. You have to be really careful when you do this because you don't want to cut your hand. Because you don't want to be going for a bath and then wind up having to take a trip to the hospital. Especially when you're home alone, like I usually am when I'm taking baths. I don't really have a car or anything to go to the hospital. So you want to be really careful. And again, all of that powder stuff will be added to my bath when I take it. Which I'm not running the water right now because I thought it would be a little too loud for making this video. You just gotta work away at it. They are packed pretty tightly, so it's not like it's gonna be an instant pop out thing. There we go. Alright. Now we have it in a half. So this half can go in my bag. Guess I should have probably cleaned the sink before I did this. My boyfriend's hairs are all over the sink. That's okay. I take a shower after I take a bath anyway. It's just what I do. So then I'm going to cut it in half again. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I don't really worry that much about what I do and do not get into my bars because I usually put them into a nylon stocking anyway, and that usually gets out a lot of that crummy stuff. The nylon helps catch some of the floating stuff that they put in their bars that will make your bath a little weird. I haven't had a real problem with them lately, but some of them do feel a little slimy when you put them in the water, and this is just a way to help keep that from happening. I do a true test of them as well with everything that comes in it, so eventually I will have that experience because I like to know which ones are slimy, which ones aren't. That way I can tell other people. Whew, this is a lot of work. There we go. And that half can go in my bag. And I'm just going to cut it in half one more time. So this will make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 baths. Especially with the dragon's egg, you don't need the entire egg, and it's just way too strong. If it's so strong that I can smell it through a Lush bag, a Hot Topic bag, and a grocery bag, it's pretty freaking strong. Alright, so I'm going to put that in my bag too. Oh, that just ripped. Put that in my Hot Topic bag. I put the Hot Topic bag in my grocery bag. See, so all of this gets done to it, and I can still smell it through the bags. Yep, I can still smell it. And I loop it through. Then I pull it tight, so it's a nice little knot. And then that goes back into my bag. I have an entire little closet over here that I hold all my bath stuff in. I'll show you guys in just a second. Alright, so this is all my bathroom stuff. It's my own little closet. Down here, we have my 2 Lush bags. This is for stuff that I already know what it is. So that's stuff that I bought and things that I've hunted out with the catalog and found out what it was. And this is a bag of stuff that I'm not quite sure what they are yet. That's what that is. So I'm going to ask them when I go in. In this is also my tubs, my recycling tubs, for when I go in to get a free face mask. And there's like a little baggie, little like gatherings of stuff that I have. Towels and washcloths and stuff. Anyway, back to what we were doing. So then I take this little nylon that I have hanging up on the top of the bathtub. And I open it up. There's a hole right there, as you can see. So obviously I'm not going to put it where the hole is. I'm going to put it right after it, or right before it. I'm going to do it after it this time. Alright, and that goes right there. And this gets tied. Like that. It's still really strong, guys. It smells like Fruity Pebbles. I love that smell. It smells amazing. If you guys know what Fruity Pebbles are, if you guys don't know what Fruity Pebbles are, it's this really sweet cereal. It's called Fruity Pebbles because it has the character Pebbles, Flintstones, from the Flintstones on it. And it smells like that really sweet candy scent. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it all the way down at the bottom actually. Put it back up. This trick is also really, really good for bath bars. When you do a bath bar, you put it in the middle, and then you tie it so that it is right underneath your faucet. What I'm going to do, see when it's a bath bar, you put it here, and then you tie it around so that it'll stay, and the water will go through that before it gets the tub. But because it's a bath bomb, I'm just going to have it hanging in there like that. So I'm going to take my little rag that I always use to clog up my bathtub. I roll it up. And I found that the water comes out a lot hotter from the shower. So I'm going to remove the shower part, get it all the way hot, and put it on shower. It's a little cold at first, so I'm going to remove my towel until it becomes hot. And return the towel, the washcloth, so that it'll gather all the hot water. And then I'm just going to leave that to fill up. Once it fills up, I'm going to drop this in it like that, and I'm going to watch it. So while it's kind of low, I can put in the little crumbs and see what happens with them. So let me just find something to gather them in. So I got this little container thingy. I'm just going to put all the crumbs in it. Some people do crumble their bath bars and stuff. So if you want to do that too, you totally can. Some people say it works better. People with a jet bath, I've seen one guy, I think it's called Try It Nick. He has a jet bath, and he likes to make it powdery because his jet bath will just let it become bubbles for him. I don't have a jet bath, so that's not really going to work for me. But we'll see what this powder does. Alright, so there's my little container of the crumbs. I'm going to take a little sponge here. I'm just going to wipe these off into the sink so that I can put my laptop here. Without having to worry about the crumbs. Close that. The last thing you want is crumbs on the bottom of your computer, getting into your computer and making everything a mess. especially when you don't have warranty on your computer anymore. Alright. So I'll move you guys over now. There you go. Now you can see my bath is filling up. I'm going to take the little container that I just filled, and I'm going to see what happens. That's pretty. So that's like a mini version of what the big balm would do. Turns the water nice and orange. Like I said, I realized that by doing it through the shower, it stays hotter for longer. So I am really happy that I have this detachable head thing that I can just put it down there and let it go. I'm going to use it to stir up the little chunks a little bit though. Alright. So then really this is just like making a little bath. You just dip it. It's like making tea in your bathtub. Or you can do it that way if you want. I don't really think there's anything in here that I need to worry about, so I'm just going to let it out. And now I can watch it fizz. Then when you're done with your nylon, you just put some water on it and squeeze out. That way you make sure you get everything in your bathtub. That looks really pretty. Do you guys see that? It's like a flowery type effect. That's really pretty. Oh my gosh, it smells so strong. I hope that gets onto my skin. Because sometimes, even when it smells really strong, it doesn't really do anything for your bath, like for your water. It doesn't stay on you or anything. And that's kind of a bummer, you know? Like, you want it to perfume your skin. That's kind of the whole reason of putting it in it. I'm just putting a little hot water over here. So that way it's not all in one spot. You can circle around my bathtub. There we go. Looks very floaty, almost like a spirit or something, which is pretty cool. the water like a really light orangey color, like an orangey yellow. It's really pretty. There's a little bit of green coming off of it. It smells absolutely delicious. Oh my god, it makes me want to take a bath in Fruity Pebbles. It really does. I'm gonna make it circle my back. It's not come all the way back down. There we go. And I'll let you guys know how it turns out when I get out of the bathtub.